What is up, guys? Matt and Ed here. Today in this video, we are doing Week 17 predictions of the NFL. Last week, we went 13-3 in the Week 16 predictions, and we're just going to go over the games that happened real quick. Colts-Ravens, it was obviously a squash. I mean, the Colts had no chance. From the beginning, the Ravens win. Vikings-Packers, it was a blowout, very embarrassing, proving that Brett Hundley is really not a good quarterback, and Aaron Rodgers carries the Green Bay Packers to wins, as the Vikings basically choked the Packers out at Lambeau. However, I'm pretty surprised that the score was not higher, as it was only 16-0. I thought it'd be a higher score for a worse team in Green Bay. And for the Sunday games, Chargers-Jets. This was a good struggle for both teams. Chargers were the better team, ended up with the win. However, I thought the Chargers would be winning by more because the Chargers, they seem to be on the rise in the AFC. Not anymore after this struggle against the New York Jets, who does not have any consistent quarterback play at all. The Jets, they're just depleted of talent. And better luck next season. Broncos, Redskins, this was a domination fest. Brock Osweiler, once again, proves to everyone in the world why he is not a starter anymore in the NFL. He's getting benched now for Paxton Lynch, which was supposed to be the plan. Redskins, they've been struggling the entire year. I think Kirk Cousins might be gone after this year. So Kirk Cousins is basically goodbye tour. Bills, Patriots, the Patriots won by a large margin. Who is surprised? No one. Brady throwing an interception for the sixth consecutive time this season. I mean, it's really, with one interception in a game, it's really frustrating if you are a Tom Brady fan. And I think every week it's just proven you why Tom Brady is not really set up for the MVP this year. Possible candidates are totally Brady, Todd Gurley, maybe Breeze. I'm just throwing that in there. But the Patriots win, and they obviously have, I believe they have the number one spot locked up. If not, they have two locked up. They got a first round bye, so good for the Patriots. Rams, Titans, it was actually a very close game. The Titans were very competitive at home, but then again, just Sean McVay in his first season as the Rams head coach is just amazing. He's done an amazing job with this team. Good quarterback play from Jared Goff. Definitely a product of Sean McVay and his amazing offense. And Todd Gurley, as I said before, he could be primed for an MVP run. So, good job on the Rams getting the close win away at the Titans Stadium. Falcons Saints. It was a very slow game to begin the first half, but by the end, the Saints really had this one locked up from the beginning. Alvin Kamara, one of the best running backs. He deserves that Pro Bowl 100%. And, I mean, Mark Ingram, again, showing why he's a good piece to this offense. And just the touchdown to Ted Ginn, that was just poor defense from the Falcons. Good job by the Saints. It wasn't really high scoring, but that's kind of what I really expect. Buccaneers, Panthers. If the Panthers lost this game, they would have helped the Saints clinch the division. But no, the Buccaneers, in Buccaneers fashion, choked in the final minute of play. Their freaking coach, Dirk, I don't know his name, he's fired. He's going to get fired, all right? Bad coach, coaching a bad team. Jameis Winston, he had a good game, but he was out of control at the end. He literally shoved at teammates, shoved executives. I mean, he needs to be contained because this season he's really shown a more aggressive side and less of a leader role, which he's had in the past 2 years with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So the Panthers win. Next week, they're facing Atlanta, and the winner is, well, the Panthers are clinched the playoffs. They've clinched the playoffs, but will they win the division is the question. Browns, Bears. This was not even a contest. The Bears win because the Browns are Browns and the Browns suck. That's all I really have to say. Lions, Bengals. The Lions, they just really choked that win away. It looked like they were going to win against the Bengals, but the Bengals, out of nowhere, they've been disastrous, of course, once again. And Andy Dalton really just rose them out and got the win over the Lions. So the Lions are now out of playoff contention and sucks for them. Chiefs, Dolphins, it really wasn't a contest. Chiefs at Arrowhead were definitely primed to win, and they did. The resurgence of the offense is amazing, and more importantly for you fans of Pat Mahomes, Mahomes is starting next week because they've clinched their division. So good job, Chiefs. Jaguars, 49ers. The impossible happened. The 49ers defeated the Jaguars. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but Jimmy G every week is so damn amazing that really you can't pick against them anymore. I mean, they're beating playoff teams like the Jaguars and the Titans. I mean, the 49ers are on the rise. Jimmy Garoppolo finally showing the knowledge that he learned under both Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Bortles returned back to being Bortles, throwing some interceptions in the game, and he could not win the game for his team. Giants Cardinals, it was a blowout. Cardinals won at home. Very not really surprising at all. Good job. Seahawks Cowboys. Seahawks just did not play their best. I mean, both teams, it was a sloppy game, but the Cowboys lost and they're out of the playoff contention. Very happy about that because I don't really like the Cowboys. Seahawks, they somehow won. Their defense kind of helped them. Their offense was just terrible. I don't really see Steelers Texans was a blowout as thought. Steelers did a great job of blowing them out. I didn't really watch this game. Freaking NBA basketball on Christmas was a lot more interesting than the NFL. Raiders, Eagles, it was a sloppy game. Eagles, I've really lost faith in now. I mean, Nick Foles had an impressive first game, but this game, it was just straight out terrible. Don't let the score lie to you. It was a close game. It was very close. Either team could have won, but the Eagles ended up with the win. Now your Week 17 predictions, all Sunday football. No Sunday night football, no primetime games, just a string of games happening on New Year's Eve. Here we go. The Jets and the Patriots. It's a squash. The Patriots win, obviously, and obviously clears their division. Cowboys, Eagles. It's going to be an upset. The Cowboys win. You know, you're not going to get into the playoffs, but you're good. Follow up. A good consolation prize is defeating the Philadelphia Eagles. I do not think the Eagles are going to win this game. The Cowboys, they have the go-ahead to win this game and finish a little strong in the season. Browns, Steelers, the Browns are losing. All right, 0-16, here they come. Steelers are just one of the best teams in the AFC, and the Browns, they suck. Bears, Vikings. The Vikings, they are going to squash the Bears because the Bears are away and the Vikings are good. Redskins, Giants. The Redskins are a better team. Kirk Cousins is probably his last game in Washington. He's going to have a nice goodbye, and he says goodbye as the Redskins defeat the Giants. These 1 o'clock games are really boring. Packers, Lions, no playoff implications at all. The Lions win because they just have better talent. Texans, Colts, this is actually a pretty important game for me. Well, I'm not a Browns fan, but if the Colts win this game, the Browns will have the first and third overall pick in the NFL draft. And I think the Colts are a better team than the Texans, so the Colts are going to win this game. 49ers, Rams. I said I wasn't picking against the 49ers, but I'm just going to have to pick against the 49ers because the Rams are a very good coached team. I don't think that the 49ers defense is going to stop the MVP run of Todd Gurley. Really, I just don't see the 49ers winning this one. I know Jimmy G's had a long run as undefeated as a starter, but that streak is going to end this week against the Rams. Raiders, Chargers. This game, it's going to be a very nice slobber knocker. The Chargers, I think they're going to win, but I don't think they could sneak into the playoffs. Really, I think the Chiefs, the Chiefs have locked it up, but I don't know. I honestly have not seen what happens if the Chargers win this game, and I have not really made any decision on the circumstances to make the playoffs. So, yeah, the Chargers win. Who knows if they'll make the playoffs? Cardinals, Seahawks. I'm just saying for the sake of it, Seahawks bounce back at home. I don't think they're going to lose at home. Russell Wilson probably will have a bounce back game, and Seahawks win and all that jazz. But you will have to see if they make the playoffs when we do the New Orleans Tampa Bay game and the Atlanta Carolina game. Next, we have the Chiefs and the Broncos. The Chiefs obviously win. Pat Mahomes starting. I think Pat Mahomes has the talent to win. And the Broncos, they are starting Paxton Lynch, the rookie quarterback, or not rookie, it's a first-year quarterback now. Broncos, they're really a bad team. They're not going to win. Saints, Buccaneers, I think it's obvious the Saints are going to win. We better not blow off this game as if it's a squash, because I feel like we'd be playing down to the Buccaneers. Because really, I know the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coach is pretty bad, but I mean, Jameis Winston, man, last week he put on a clinic at Carolina, 300 plus yards, 1 touchdown. I mean, I know he fumbled at the end of the game, but still had a pretty good overall game. So we better be on our A game for this game and lock up the division. Panthers, Falcons. I feel like the Panthers are really just overrated, in my opinion. They really win off of the amount of talent that they have, which is not a lot of talent, in my opinion. But the Falcons at home, I feel like they can pull out with the upset victory and sneak into the playoffs. Or they are currently in the playoffs. They need to stay in the playoffs, knock out the Seahawks from any possible contention, and I think that's how it's going to go. Bengals, Ravens. Ravens lock this one up, win the game at home. Bills, Dolphins. The Bills, they are going to lock up this game. I mean, the Dolphins, they're just a disaster this year. Jay Cutler's on and off. They traded Jay Ajayi. I don't know if really that was a good decision, but the Dolphins are going to take another L. Jaguars, Titans, this is a very close matchup, but Jaguars defense, I expect them to bounce back against Tennessee. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.